Posted by u/0x. Got ravaged by my wife's continuous cheating. Hey folks, I've been lurking here for some time looking for advice and following stories to see how they develop. Well, decided to share my own, hoping someone who is in similar shoes can pick up on things I kept my eyes closed to. My story definitely pales compared to some other poor souls here. We don't have kids, just a dog and a vehicle together. I, 30M, have been married to 23F for almost 3 years. It's been mostly great with some downs. We traveled extensively and made so many great memories. My wife was working at a coffee shop before the pandemic and she met her AP there about a year and a half ago. He was a customer and from what I've unearthed, I don't have tangible reasons to believe anything serious was going on. Back then, probably some flirting. I guess this seems serious now. They did exchange social media, Instagram, and kept minimal contact, probably texting once every couple months. I had no reason to suspect anything at this point. I should mention that we were on the road traveling with the idea to move to a different state. They didn't have physical contact. Fast forward to mid-February, they are texting more often and he gives her his phone number, saying he's there if she needs to talk. Seems like this is when the emotional affair began as she took him up on the offer and saved his number under a false name of a girl co-worker I knew. In the next couple days the texting intensifies and things are off between us. She's extremely sour. It didn't make sense why, on 2 occasions, I'm being lied to that she's calling her parent and goes away for an hour. I got suspicious as she usually doesn't have a reason to leave my presence to talk to them. I pull up the call history from our shared phone bill and the number didn't match. That's when I decided to go through her phone and discovered the Instagram messages and everything thereafter. I was in complete shock. Took some screenshots and confronted her in the morning. Mind you, we signed a year-long lease right before this whole thing came out. For the next few days I do the pick-me dance and was met with a whole lot of gaslighting, how bad she's been feeling and how I wasn't really there for her. None of that excuses emotional cheating, and I knew that back then. When I tried to set some basic boundaries she pushes back. It was so hard to let go of her, so naturally I was looking for options to keep her and fight for our marriage. After all, it's not like they've slept together. I recognized some of my shortcomings and decided that I can work on myself and support her more. We moved into the apartment and spent thousands on furniture. All the while I couldn't trust her. I kept demanding to check her phone, and for the next 2 weeks I found on 5 to 6 occasions that she's either unblocked him or she's put WhatsApp so that she doesn't leave a trace on the phone bill. We go through those episodes every 3 days, and after every time I'm more broken. At one point, I spent a whole day in bed without eating at all. She keeps convincing me we can heal. Stupid me. At one point after we've made up again, she tells me that she doesn't see us being together forever. Thanks for the honesty, but why do you keep wasting my time then? I guess a little more story wouldn't hurt, and if someone made it that far, they deserve to get the dessert. I was supposed to go to a meeting one day and left the house. Checking my phone, the meeting's been cancelled, so I head back. I was gone for 15 minutes, but I had a hunch that I have to check the phone again. She's unblocked and texted him. At this point I'm ready to call it quits. I'm hanging in the house for the next 2 days cause I got nowhere else to go. Was a wreck, and obviously she felt bad about me. On the second day of me sleeping on the couch, she comes in the morning with proof she finally made some kind of effort without me asking her. She's texted him that she can't handle the shame and guilt and he shouldn't be texting her anymore. She shows me that and we make up again. She deleted the WhatsApp again, and for the next 2 days it was a real sense of normalcy and I got what I actually needed. She put some effort into this. Well, on the 3rd day, I decide to walk the dog but was also paranoid. I put WhatsApp on my phone and stalk her online status. I'm not even 5 minutes out of the house and she's on. And that was it, folks. I slept in my van that night. We spoke in the morning. I didn't get any sensible answers. She finally said she had feelings for him. I put my essentials in the van and left her. She begged me to go back, but now it's been 4 days and I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm really lonely and have been crying sporadically. I had a weak moment today and contacted her. It was so stupid. Now the wound is fresh again. I'm divorcing her but don't want to get lawyers involved for financial reasons. I've been on Chumplatty and that's a great resource. I'm having trouble sleeping and eating regularly, but I work out and stay hydrated. I hope to feel better soon. This shit sucks. Thanks for reading. I just had to get it off my chest. Peace and good luck, people. Take care of yourselves. Nobody else will. Now, let's see some comments before reading the update. 3 Macopter comments. Emotional affairs are hard to deal with. Physical separations can't stop it. The only way, and I mean it when I say the only way, is to leave them. Leaving them leads to 2 possible options. Either they get out of the fog or they don't. Regardless if they do or don't, the damage has already been done. The trust will never be there. I'm not going to say look at the bright side. There's none really when it comes to cheating. You did right putting thousands of miles between you and her. Take a year or 2 and heal up. Find another at 32. You will be fine. You won't see it now, but you will be okay. OP replied, thank you for your words of wisdom. Where things are headed, I don't think there will be getting out of the fog moment. Steak Gun Sandbeers says, when you said that she told you that she doesn't see you together forever, that was the death blow. Her mind was made up. Sooner or later, she was going to leave you, whether it was over this guy, or someone else, or nothing else. No matter what, forgive her, but don't forget, and don't reconcile. If she comes back and begs to reconcile, tell her you don't hate her and you wish her well, and you hope she finds happiness, but that happiness will not be found with you. It's over and done and nothing can change that, and you will not take her back. Terser 78 comments, I know it doesn't feel like it, but you're in that van on the proverbial road to recovery. You couldn't heal while still with her. It was clear she cannot let him go. So you will have bad moments like today and contact her and regret it later. Don't beat yourself up about it. Force yourself to eat. Get medicine to help sleep if you need it. But keep the distance. Keep reading Chump Lady and working out. Keep doing everything else you are doing. It's the right approach, and with time, it'll begin to hurt less and less. Now let's read the update. Got ravaged by my wife's continuous emotional cheating. Hello fellow broken souls. Figured I want to give an update on my situation. It's now been over 4 months since day and about 3 months since I left. If you read my last post, you know that I left my STBXW for 2 weeks so I can clear my head. Upon returning to our apartment with the pretext of picking up some of my furniture, we started discussing what should we do. The first thing I noticed was that she had taken off her ring. At this time, I was able to get on her phone and witnessed a 2-week-long conversation between her and AP. My heart stiffened. They were developing a relationship, watching movies, exchanging letters/postcards, and had made plans to meet. I can really expand on the hurtful remarks they were discussing regarding me, but I don't think it's conducive to the main topic. This post is about me and how I am dealing with my pain. I decided this is all I needed to know and printed the divorce papers. We filled them out and I left shortly after. I took the dog, as she said she's not fit to be a dog parent. Couldn't agree more and wouldn't pass the opportunity to take my child. I went back to the town we moved to together 2 years ago. I didn't want to do it, but it was my best choice as I had a good friend there who provided a supportive environment. It got better for a while. I spent 2 months there. I tried dating and went out with some women, but it became clear that I wasn't ready to move on just yet. I think it still helped me in a way, as I realized that even in my broken state I was able to talk to and attract potential partners. This gave me a much-needed boost to my self-esteem. I decided to stop the dating as I felt bad for leading people on. I don't feel ready for another relationship. I picked up some hobbies, one completely new and one other that I haven't dabbled in over 5 years. This also helped to take my mind off the trauma. I tried to take care of myself and made a routine where I'd cook myself 2 meals a day. Not every day, but most. I made some new friends. AP was also living in town, and lo and behold, she moves back to live with her mother so that she could close the gap. Got back to the same deadbeat job she met AP at. I decided I wouldn't bear the chance of seeing them together on the street. I've already struggled to suppress my hateful thoughts of getting revenge. So I had to move on, someplace new. This is also something that helped my psyche, make plans of my own, not take anyone else in consideration. It was a liberating feeling. I spent a long time strategizing where do I want to settle down and did extensive research. I decided to get on the road again and visit some national parks along the way and move to my city of choice. Well, here's the kicker. As soon as I left, I felt this immense loneliness. More lonely than when I went away for 2 weeks back in April. I couldn't lean on my family and friends anymore, well, at least not as much. It's been 4 months and I felt like people are getting tired of my shit. So I bottled it up. I kept doing my hobbies, but again the loneliness kind of trumped all the progress. It's been really tough. I visited such beautiful places and it's been a painful reminder of what could have been if I had a partner to share the moments with. I try to engage with people around me. Many times when I see lovely couples my tears come up. It's a strange feeling. I am happy for them. And I'm sad about myself. Sometimes in the evening I just hug my dog, talk to him and cry. He licks my tears. Days are empty. I find myself sometimes just existing. I have no desire to do anything. I tried reading and I can't focus. In many ways I feel like I've regressed. Then I remind myself that healing is a non-linear process. I know it's temporary and time heals, but that just doesn't keep me afloat. I'm in a pickle. I want to heal myself by myself. I've always done things by myself and this is no different. I know that. Once I'm past this pain I will come out the other end a refined and stronger person. I look forward to this day. Let's see the top comments. Loving Life Eon, I think you have moved on from her but not moved on from the feeling of being with someone. The loneliness is getting to you maybe? Have you given dating casually or even seriously but taking your time? Explain to the person. Another thought? Oh. P replied, loneliness is definitely onto me. Spot on about not having moved on from the feeling of being with someone. I miss that. I haven't completely given up on dating, but I'm not actively searching for someone. Thank you for your suggestions. Reped the Terrible says, I get the desire to deal with this on your own, but loneliness and isolation just feed depression. Are you engaging in any social hobbies? Not necessarily dating, but just going out and meeting people, doing activities with others. You don't want to become over-reliant on others, i.e. codependent, but social support is so good for mental health. I'm almost 4 months since D-Day, living alone for the first time ever. I did keep our 2 dogs who also love to lick tears. One of the things that has really kept me feeling good is an active social life, and this is coming from someone who is naturally very introverted. OP replies, hey Reped, I understand what you're saying about isolation. I did mention earlier that I spent 2 months in a very social environment and it felt great. However, I am in a transition right now and socializing feels unnatural. I plan to engage in some meetups once I'm settled in my new place. I hope you're doing alright. Thank you for your suggestions and support. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell as well.